Hey guys, live here, and welcome to another tutorial vid. Today's video will be Sombra. Alright, knowing how to play Sombra. Let's start off with the controls. As y'all know, I'm a console player. I play on PS4. Go ahead and add me if you wish. You know, I'd love to play some games with y'all. Quick play, competitive. I'm hesitant on who I play with on comp just because I do care about my rank just like most people do. But moving on, like I said, playing controls, her controls are, I have it on default, such as R2 to shoot, triangle for ultimate, translocator R1, L1 to go invisible, hack L2, and so forth. So, because of this,
Initiating the hack.
I'm not going to spend too much time on the whole control perspective just because I have it on default, and I think her controls are fine. Her sensitivity, I have it at, I believe, 65. As usual, I have all my characters on. Let me double check on this. Oh, 60. That's what I have my sensitivity on. Okay, well, either way, like I said, moving on away from her controls, her playing Sombra and her playstyle. Her playstyle is to disrupt the backline by attacking the backline, disrupting the front line, or disrupting the backline. I'm not really sure which one to be said. I guess just disrupting the backline by attacking the backline is better said. But by doing so, you want to go ahead and, you know, translocator away from them. Preferably by health pack. Go invis. Go behind them. Sneaking a kill. And then going ahead to go back. But what you want to do is target the healers. Sombra is someone who can disrupt who can disrupt their team, such as a Genji or a Pharah. You know, if they're not concentrating on you, it's gonna be difficult to you know, for them to concentrate on the front lines. So in a way, you do distract them. So always go for the healers, whether it be Mercy, whether it be Mercy, Zenyatta, Ana, or Lucio. But either way, yeah, you want to just go ahead and attack the backline, disrupt the healers, so that the tanks and your can get heals and your front line can push on a little bit more. Using your hacking ability, don't be afraid to use it. The hack responding time is 8 seconds. So I mean, if you go on biz and then kind of go behind, when you do that, when you hack the health pack and throw a translocator, by the time you get to the back line, you already have enough time to hack one other person again, and then go ahead and use your translocator to disrupt back.
Always leave yourself a back door.
Keep better doing. I've not having that much sleep recently, so kind of tired. But nonetheless, let's keep going on with the video. So, like I said, disrupt the back line by attacking healers. You want to go ahead and kind of kill them. Obviously, if you're low on health, teleport back. There's no shame in it. I mean, but if you're dying a lot and, you know, they're starting to target you and you're being aware of that, I mean, you're doing your job well. Obviously, if they start targeting you a lot. However, if you start dying a lot and, you know, you're not doing much work, my recommendation is to get off Sombra, just because if they're targeting you and you're not able to do your job anymore, just because you were doing your job really well, but they just couldn't deal with you afterwards. You know, they made a switch. They countered you in whatever way they did, whether it be using McCree flashbang to kill or anything along those lines. Go ahead and, you know, switch. But her playstyle is, like I said, attack the back lines. Her damage is a short range to close mid distance, I guess. She doesn't play long distance well. Her DPS drop off is really strong. As you can see here, you know, I can barely get any kills. I mean, this is long range right here at this point. Mid range would have to be, I guess, like right here, I guess. And even at that, that's still pretty long range for her. But doing short range, well, short range she just wrecks. Her playstyle is very similar to Tracer. I've had some friends tell me that. So, you know, if you play Tracer, you know, this will be a great hero to learn as well, transition into. But like I said, disrupt the backlines, translocator on health packs, hack health packs. It helps build up your charge. Your teammates use the health packs. and it helps build up your charge. So be aware of that. Always try hacking health packs. My personal favorite health packs to hack are the ones on the defensive end, just because if you're able to hack the health pack after you become invisible. Let's give an example. Eichenwald, my personal favorite to use, Sombra. What you would want to do is hack the one in that right room on the defensive side, and that way if they have 1 or 2 healers, I mean, obviously they should have 2 healers, but if they only have 1 healer because for whatever reason on their end, it doesn't let them heal as well. Plus, if you're in enemy backlines and you can't, really escape too much, you have a health pack for yourself. You don't have to rely on your healer. You don't have to die as much. But mainly important, it builds up your ult. I mean, it really does, and it really kind of hinders them from healing themselves. So be smart with your hacking abilities. Hack tanks if you can. Try not to go one-on-one with DPS, because even though you yourself are a DPS character, you're more of a DPS support character, and you're not really like a soldier DPS who's not really support, but just outputs a lot of damage, so much damage. But moving on from that, using her ultimate. Her ultimate it's very good. It's extremely good. I mean, it hacks everybody within the radius. I'm not really sure how big this her radius is, but it is extremely important to be in contact with your team when you do it. Now you may ask, why is it so extremely important to be in contact with my team when I do it? Simple, because your team needs to know when you push, when to initiate. You help initiate by ulting, and you can't just ult whatever, because your team may not be prepared to go ahead and push. Maybe a man down. Things along those lines. Her attack is not enough. It's an offensive ult, but it's not a damaging offensive ult. It allows for pushes. It allows for so much things to be done. So you must be in constant contact with your team if you're going to use your ultimate, or when you're going to use your ultimate. Because it hacks everyone. Reinhardt shields go down, and Reinhardt can't protect anyone. And Reinhardt's just a giant guy who's pretty easy to kill if you didn't have that giant shield in front of him. I'm sure you guys have had you played Reinhardt and been swinging around with your shield down, and you just die really fast. So what you want to go ahead and do is be always in constant contact with your team. Do call outs, especially when you're in backline. Okay, I'm gonna target the healers. There's a health pack hacked on the left, and so forth. Coming out with a new buff, you won't have to say which health packs are hacked, but until that buff comes out onto console, which who knows when that will be, until like another month or so, because the Bastion one hasn't even hit console. It's been a week since it's hit PC live servers, and it's off the PTR. But nonetheless, always be in constant contact with your team, and do callouts. Callouts is so important. I mean, it was any character you play with, but either way, like I said, go with the back line, attack the healers. I kind of feel like I'm sounding repetitive now at this point, but yeah, be in constant contact with your team so they know when you're gonna ultimate. That way, just in case, not just in case, so y'all can go ahead and initiate a push. But yeah, like I said, that is really it. If you enjoyed the video, find it useful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe. More videos on other characters coming out soon. Live out.